I'm here at the Sherwood Observatory in Sutton-in-Ashfield, overlooking the town of Mansfield to the north. It opened to the public in 1986 and houses a powerful telescope that permits a stunning view of the night sky high above our county. In the Old Testament, God spoke through the prophet Isaiah, saying, "Look to the skies and take in all that God has made and put your hope in Him." Astrophysicists tell us we are in the Milky Way galaxy, which has around 300 billion stars. Through the most advanced telescopes, we can see over 100 billion galaxies, and scientists estimate there may be as many as 10 trillion galaxies that are beyond what we can presently observe. So just think for a moment, there are 7.5 billion people living in the world. That means every person on this planet could get 12 galaxies, each of which has 300 billion stars. Is that enough to keep you busy? It's certainly enough to put things into perspective. Whether it's the vastness of the universe or the sad and chaotic mess in parts of our world, or even the painful struggles that we face in our own lives, at times we're left feeling so small and powerless. Yet 2,000 years ago, there was a star in the night sky that caught the attention of the wisest observers. They went on a journey, following its course and trying to understand its meaning. It led them not so much to a place as a person, in fact, a tiny child. In his Gospel, Matthew says, "When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. And on coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother, Mary. And they bowed down and they worshipped." They understood this child was born a king, though it took the rest of the Gospel to make sense of the strange kingdom that he had come to establish and reign over. Not a kingdom that would be defined by the size of its military or the strength of its economy, by its boundaries or borders, its language or culture, but defined by a love so immense that this newborn king would defeat the power of sin and destroy even death itself. Still today, all over the world, people are being surprised by the joy, the love, and the new life that comes through Jesus Christ. We may live on a tiny speck of a planet in a vast universe, yet the God who created everything is not distant or remote. The same Isaiah who looked up at the stars in wonder also foretold the birth of the Christ child, who would be called Emmanuel, meaning God with us. This is no God out of the reach of ordinary people. The manger was more than an emergency crib. It was a sign that broke the mold and set a new pattern. In Jesus, God continues to reveal His presence in the most surprising places, where people are living and moving and trying to make sense of all the hurry, sometimes the hurt, and the bright hopes, and also the hidden heartbreaks that touch all our lives. Yet God is closer to us than we could possibly imagine. And so all through the year, many of our churches across the city and county of Nottingham are inspired to keep serving some of the most needy and vulnerable people in their community, putting the King's love into action. In these days leading up to Christmas, they're also hosting special carol services to which everyone is invited. Just follow the star, as it were, and like those first seekers, discover for yourselves the deeper meaning of Christmas. Whoever you are, whether life at the moment is easy or hard, Jesus is ready to be found by those who seek Him. The greatest of all gifts is not hidden in some far-off galaxy, but offered to you where you are, and just as you are. You are truly known and dearly loved by God, and invited into His kingdom of love. A kingdom where guilt and shame and fear and hatred do not get to have the final word, and where peace in staggering abundance is ready to be received. So no wonder the angel choirs filled the skies in the hills above Bethlehem, so that even the hardest hearts can find joy again this Christmas. May God bless you wherever you are this starlit season and into the coming new year.